Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. We've talked about spring. We've talked about the full moon.
Yeah.
Talked about solid blue t-shirts.
Talked about denim.
Talked about denim.
Yeah.
Talked about sunshine. How about talking about, do you like it hot?
I like it hot. I like the weather hot. I like my food hot. I like everything hot.
Me too. Everything hot.
Everything hot.
So you like hot sauce?
I love hot sauce.
All right. How hot do you like your hot sauce? That's the question.
I like my hot sauce just about to the point that I'm sweating when I'm eating it.
All right, you're going to love this one because this is Scientific Steve's Venom chili sauce.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
It mimics the bite of a venomous spider, leaving tasters with muscle spasms and burning pain.
No, I don't want it that hot.
So you don't want it quite that hot?
No, honey. No.
I mean, if you're having, I want to know where these muscle spasms are.
Me too. And I don't like spiders. Listen, the very least little spider, honey, I will jump to the moon because I cannot stand spiders. So I sure ain't eating nothing
With
that
spider
has a
venom?
spider on it or spider venom. No.
So I'm with you. I put sriracha on everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Why do we need this?
No, we don't need no spider venom hot sauce. That's just a bit much. I mean, why do you want to put yourself through the pain? I mean, really, truthfully, I mean, I like hot sauce very hot, and it does give you a little of that sensation on your tongue of like almost to the edge of pain. But when you take this, you're going to have muscle spasms in different spots. I mean, your tongue may just hang out of your mouth. You may not even know who you are.
Fall down and have a seizure.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit much.
This could get a... Well, did you do any of those challenges? The one with the chip or the ghost pepper thing? The Carolina Reaper?
No, nobody didn't.
No?
No.
There's a new one out. So one of our directors likes hot stuff as well. And he came running to me. He's like, there's a new challenge. And he's like, look it up. So I'm looking it up. It's a chocolate challenge.
Okay.
It's hot chocolate, not hot chocolate like marshmallows. It's like a spicy chocolate.
Spicy hot
So he ordered it. I'm interested to see if he can do this. Apparently it's hotter than whatever those chips were.
But the thing about the hot chocolate, though, the spicy chocolate, is chocolate will, because the fat solids in chocolate will coat your mouth, so you're going to get some heat, but it's not going to be as bad.
I don't know. There's these videos, these people are either faking it or they're dying.
They're faking it, I'm sure. I eat hot chocolate, really hot chocolate, and I live with it.
Well, maybe we'll get a piece and try and do this. Nothing like having muscle spasms on live TV.
This is true. Looking like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, or you're dancing.
Yeah, or dancing.
You just pull it off like that. That's on our Facebook page. Let us know if you would try it or how hot you like your hot sauce.
Yeah. We want to know how hot
you like it garlicky? I mean, there's all kinds.
There's all kinds of hot sauce, girl.
All right, you know what we do like?
What?
Vacation.
Honey, we always love vacation.
I don't know what vacation is.
Oh, I
but
love
I
vacation.
am imagining it.
Listen, I take 2 or 3 a year.
Ooh, all right. Well, when you're on vacation, do you usually stay in a hotel?
No, I usually try to stay in a condo.
So okay. So this is a little different. You've stayed in a hotel? Have you ever stayed in a hotel?
Yes, I have
Jason?
stayed in a hotel. Yes.
Okay. Did you ever think about when you leave, how you leave your room?
I do. I actually do think about how I leave the room, and I always leave a tip and a note for the maids as well.
Sure. I do too. Like I always wonder. I don't know. Like I always want it clean when I'm leaving because
it's just like when the maids come into the house. I'm like, oh, I got to clean before she gets here.
It's I don't know why, because they'll never see us again, and I don't know. They have a
I
hard
don't
enough
know.
job.
I travel enough, they might see me again.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It just seems like the right thing to do.
It does, yeah.
Like, nobody wants to touch your gross stuff.
No.
All right, there apparently is some proper etiquette, though, that you need to follow when you're leaving your temporary home away from home. Here are some tips from someone who worked as a housekeeper in a hotel. Ball up your used towels so they know what to pick up. And they say to take your smallest, like washcloths that are probably wet, and put them in the middle of that pile. The reason being, when they go to grab it, like they'd rather not touch like the wet, gross towel.
Oh, okay. I could see that, though.
Do you
I'd
do
be
that?
the same way.
Yeah.
I put it all in one spot, but I've never actually put it
Still
inside
holding.
each other and balled it up or anything.
Yeah, no, but always in one spot, right?
Yeah, always in one spot.
Like, I can't stand when there's towels all over the room.
Everywhere,
Yeah,
yeah.
like just put them there. It's
That's too
easier.
much, yeah.
Okay, this one sounds like it's so, like, duh. Do some light cleaning, like, hello, put your trash in the garbage and pull your hair out of the drain. You
Well,
have that
I don't
problem,
have
you?
that problem, so I don't have to pull hair out of the drain. But I do always put. I mean, I do that. I mean, that's just a practice every day. Do you not put your garbage in the garbage at home?
You're like, hey, I'm at the hotel. Let me just surround myself in garbage, and then I'm going to leave it here.
I mean, that's just common sense.
Yeah, gross. Yeah. All right, this one I know I've been guilty of.
I do this one,
Take down the do not disturb sign. Don't leave it up all day. You may be cutting their pay. And I didn't know this, but apparently the hotel staff can still enter your room at any point.
Oh, yeah, they still come in.
I know they can. Well, they come in like every...
But see, I feel like like after the second day after the first day I'm there on the second day, I always put the do not disturb sign up, and I'm like, they need a day off. This is one extra room they won't have to clean. It's not dirty. I'm not one of those that I like my bed tucked in every single day anyway. I jerk the sheet out of the end. I mean, they tuck them in so tight you're like a mummy in the bed. So I'm like, I'll give them a day off, and I do leave it out. So.
Right. I've done that before. Or if there's something going on in there. That sounds really shady. When I have those big arts and crafts projects that I do in the hotel room. No, but I do put that up because they come so early.
Yes.
And if you're on vacation and that's the only day to sleep in.
Right. Yeah.
And the knock on the door, and I know it's not their fault, but.
And that's the last thing you want to do is go to the door and, in your nightie and say, I'm good, you don't need to come in, because I'm sure they see that all the time anyway, but still yet.
I would love to know. I don't know if I would love to know what they see.
No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know at all. Yeah.
All right. Well, you did mention tipping.
Yes.
You should tip about $10 a day, they say, and leave it with a note that says thank you, so your staff doesn't think that you left it behind by accident. $10. Do you think that's a standard amount across the board?
I do. I do it just like a restaurant. I do a certain percent of whatever the room is costing per day.
Because I feel like if you're just stopping by in a hotel for the night, you're just there for one night.
Yeah, $10 is a little much.
$10 is a lot, right?
Yeah, $10 is a lot.
Like I mean, I don't think I'm cheap, but I think that sounds like a lot for just a stop.
Just for a stop, just for a stopover. I think that's a bit much.
Yeah. All right. Other things you can do: strip your sheets, place your full trash can next to the sheets, open the curtains, and don't make the bed.
Lord mercy.
Yeah, I don't know if I do all that.
Yeah, me neither.
All right. Let us know if you do any of that, or if you just leave it and you're like, hey, I'm paying for this.
It's called job security.
It is what it is. That's on our Facebook page. Share, or if you have any other little odd, eccentric
quirks about what you do in a hotel.
Yeah. All right, Jason, why don't you take this one away?
So, do you find yourself or anybody in a relationship with someone who is considered a workaholic?
Have I?
Have you?
Have I? Yes. Have I been called that? Yes.
Yes, me too. So, it can sometimes be hard to navigate what life, dates, and even marriage looks like in this scenario. So here are 5 tips on how to improve this type of relationship, okay? Workaholics.
We really need to.
So number 1 is put a premium on the quality of time together rather than the quantity of time. I can see that because instead of saying, okay, we're going to spend 2 hours together each day, we need to say, it's just, we're going to let it happen naturally. If it's 2 hours, it's fine. If it's an hour, it's fine. You don't need to set,
No, I agree with that. Plus, sometimes you're just spending hours together and you don't need to be there. It's bad.
You can make quality time even if you're in the bathroom getting ready for work and you're brushing your teeth together. It's all quality time.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of
Yeah, I agree with that. It's the amount of time, I mean, sometimes you spend too much time with anybody and it's a little much. So it's sometimes nice to have that little break and then just make it count when it's there.
Yeah. So number 2 is recognize the benefit of having a partner who's passionate about their work when people love their job. That flows into the relationship. And yes, it does. I'm very passionate about what I do. I mean, we all know TV is my life. I'm a TV celebrity chef, and so I'm very passionate about that because it's food and all that. So, but you kind of need to take what your passion is and your work and maybe turn it into that, part of that relationship as well. So maybe like if we were dating, I would take you to a restaurant that I really like or whatever, and I would explain to you about the dishes and stuff, and it's just kind of pulling you into my world to make you feel what I feel every single day as well.
Can we date?
Well, yeah.
That sounds good to me. On the other hand, you would probably get brought to an accident scene, and I could explain what happened on that crime scene situation.
There you go.
All right, this one I think is crucial.
Yeah, so this one is very crucial. Put your phones away for a few hours, at least a few hours.
Yes.
You know, don't be, you know, in that relationship and you're sitting on your phone.
Yes.
And you're going through all your stuff.
Your
and
work
then,
email.
Yeah, it's just not. You need to find the time to cut yourself away from your work to make your relationship a little healthier.
I made a relationship at one point. He was so always tied to his phone. Always, that it became a rule. Like, you cannot do that. I cannot put up with this anymore. But I follow the same thing. I don't check my work email when I'm not working, unless I know something is coming up and have to, or they know how to get a hold of me if needed.
True.
Because you have to cut that away and be, you have to have a normal life. I'm sorry, no matter how much we love our jobs, if you are completely immersed in it 24/7, it's going to affect every other relationship in your life.
It really does.
And obviously, I'm the relationship expert, so you should carry on with that.
Now, here's one of my favorites. This is number 4. So reframe the way you talk about your relationship problems. Be open and honest, but most of all, don't react. You know, so you should sit down and talk about if you're having a problem or your partner's having a problem, whoever you're in a relationship with, you need to sit down and work through problems. Don't just mention something and then react on it at that moment, because you need to think about it. You need to process everything that you're talking about.
Right, and I feel like that's no matter if you're dating a workaholic or not, that's just a common relationship bind. But maybe if they just had a hard day at work, let it rest for a minute, let them relax so they don't carry that work stress
And you have to have somebody that you can talk to. So you need to let that person get it out of their system and say, you know, I'm here for you. You need to go ahead and get it off your chest and tell me. And then if you feel like discussing it, we can. But most of the time, they just need to get it off their chest.
Right. I agree with that. And here's the last one.
And the last one, number 5, is plan activities with your work-consumed partner. Just don't forget to put it on the calendar. So you need to make sure that you put those things down and, you know, plan those things.
Yeah. Again, these are all normal things. The email one, I think, and off your phone is so crucial.
Yes, very
and
crucial.
Just a spoiler alert, well, I guess that relationship didn't last, but they tell me they still don't check their work email when they're not there because it made such a difference in their quality of life. And I know employers don't want to hear that, but we have to have lives.
But if it's your off time, you shouldn't have to check your work emails or anything like that. I, on the other hand, have a weird, odd schedule when we work on TV. So I do set times throughout the day that I do check them just in case there's contracts I need to fill out or whatever.
It's such a different thing like that. You're not getting constant barrage of work emails.
I don't on the weekend, on Saturdays and Sundays, because we don't get work emails on those 2 days, so I don't fool with it on Saturdays and Sundays.
Let us know what tips you have and how they're working out for you.
That's right.
We need some advice.
We need some advice on this.
Well,